This is a quick walkthrough showing how to create a invoice in Freckle. So we start off here on the Projects tab, and we're within the project. In this case, it's a bootstrapping.io, an internal project for my business, a newsletter I run for bootstrappers. And I track my time on it and how much time I spend each week. And May 8th, I spent an hour on it. And so we're going to generate an invoice for it just by scrolling down here and on the right clicking the purple invoice button, and it pops up the configuration for the invoice, and we're able to choose the date format. In this case, I'll choose English, the currency, and we search here for United States and choose United States dollar, and it changes the currency symbol to the dollar sign for us. We can accept online payment. In this case, we will, so we're going to set my PayPal address, which is paypal@kaidavis.com, and we're going to set the invoice title to be bootstrapping.io invoice for June, and with the currency at $1. We could add custom HTML if we wanted to the top, but we'll skip that for now. And we could save these as default, so we'll leave that checked. And here we could enter all the details for the recipient. So the recipient details, in this case, it'll be Kai Davis. So I'll pop my business address in here. And we'll set a title for the invoice, and it allows us to use previously used titles, company details, and company names. Since this is the first time I'm setting an invoice, we don't have any defaults to pick from. We're able to set a date, so for the date of the invoice, we'll just use this date. We could also use the date picker there. So we'll put the... We have a reference number. We're going to start off at 6676. Project bootstrapping.io newsletter. Total amount due. And down here, we could enter the description text before that. In the summary section, we could choose either an hourly rate, $30, and since we're billing hourly, it switches to 30 times the work time. Or we could choose flat rate. Let's say it's $100. And the total amount due changes to 100. If you're billing a fixed rate project, you could uncheck show hours worked, and instead it will just show the total amount due on the invoice. You could also, if you're billing for multiple projects, include a sum for each project, customize rate for team members, include the sum for team members. And the way I do it is for my fixed rate invoices, I bill flat rate, and I don't show hours worked because I don't bill hourly. I'm just saying, hey, here's the invoice for $1,000, in this case, $100. And so we've customized the details, the company name, invoice, the invoice information. For the description, we'll say monthly invoice for bootstrapping.io newsletter. We have the summary section. We chose all open hours, but we could also choose just a date range if we want to bill against just a date range. We selected hourly rate or a flat rate versus hourly rate, and we could add a name here. Let's add bootstrapping newsletter creation, and we could add a footer if we want. In this case, we won't. Let's save and preview. Freckle creates our beautiful invoice for us, and here's invoice 6676. All the information pops in, the total amount due. The client will see a Pay with PayPal button here, which is wonderful. And now there's a few ways we could do it. We're essentially waiting for that PayPal payment. So we could share this invoice by clicking the share button, and that gives us a private link that we can either compose in an email, or we could just copy and drop into a report ourselves or an email ourselves. We could also click the report button to see the report for this invoice. We could click to download a PDF, or we could click to print. And if we got something wrong, we could click to edit the invoice and change any of the details that we want. So let's close this and see what it looks like for the client. We'll open up incognito mode for this. And we can see the invoice here, my information, behind business information, invoice information, summary, and a big old Pay with PayPal button that will allow me to pay with PayPal. We could obviously customize this a lot more by using the Freckle customization features to configure the invoice, adding custom HTML at the top, like our business logo or other information, adding an invoice footer. They have a help article on customizing invoice labels and the HTML and the footer, so you could easily customize this to be whatever you need. But they really offer a dynamic amount of customization here to create an invoice that has either your fixed rate information on it or your hourly information on it, and is configured to match your company and easily paid.